Hello everyone, this is CJ Transport, Troops and Electrics here. Now, never has a video I've done before been so big as this one right here. This is another episode of CJ's Holidays and Day Trips, and for the whole week we are going to one of the best places in the world, Rottnest Island. Sorry about the wind, we've arrived at Northport Ferry Terminal. Here's the jetty that we board from. Sorry about the wind. And we're going to have a look at this street light here before I get my luggage ready. This is the street light. Again, I do apologise about the wind, it's lovely here. We're going to board the ferry soon. Okay, our ferry's here. It just came from B Shed, which is the other port in Fremantle, which is next to Fremantle Station. Here's our ferry, it's the Rottnest Express. It's coming here, here it is. So that's what it looks like, big red ferry. So that's the one we're catching. Here it is. Coming to dock in the port. Here we are. Alright, it's going to come in. Alright, there we go. So we're about to board it in a second. Okay, we've left Fremantle. I love the engines of this ferry. As you know, I'm a massive fan of engines. And we're going to be on Rottnest in about half an hour. So let's enjoy. After that lovely ride, we've arrived on the island. Here's another street light, by the way, that I should show you. So we're on the main jetty, we've just hopped off the ferry, and we're going to go to our accommodation, which is in Ricey Bay. Let's go to our cocker friend here. Very lovely. Look. Here's a quokka. There's a little smile from them. They're really lovely creatures, the quokkas. And Rottnest is just about nearly the only place in the world where you can find these animals, except for maybe some areas down south, close towards Albany. There he goes, off into the bush to probably see his family. Okay, we are going on Digby Drive. We're going to be passing some salt lakes. Let's just have a look at it all now. Okay. There's the same thing on the other side too. It's all salt lakes. Now I've got this attached to my head. And as you can see, this road is surrounded by salt lakes. Which is quite interesting. Let's just keep riding. There's lots of birds about. Now I've got to race up this big hill, which is just ahead of us. So I am going to Green Island, which is in Mary Cove, for a snorkel. And I will definitely be filming the snorkeling part. Alright, we're just going to the end of the salt lakes and we have to just go up the hill here. And I'll show more on the other side. Here's a better view of Lodgemup Lighthouse, just here. Green Island is our stop. Lighthouse. We're going to be going on this exact same road on the Island Explorer bus. Oh, here's a bus stop. Wedgmut Lighthouse bus stop. Racing down a hill, have a look at this. That's Green Island, which is where we are going. And this is all Mary Cove. Beautiful. We're nearly there. There's the bus stop. Now we're here. Whoa! Here we are. This is Green Island, right over here. That is Green Island. And this is what else is here. Just over there is Salmon Bay, okay? That is Salmon Bay over here. Right now it's lots of seaweed. I think this is Mary Cove. Alright, this might be Mary Cove. It's very seaweedy and it's very windy here. I might have a snorkel or I might not. I didn't know that was going to be this windy, but we've just come down to have a look.
Wow! This is really North Cove. This is probably the best spot I've spoken of. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, look at this. This is absolutely epic. This is a whole school of massive giants.
This is the little cove. One of the little coves. Let's get back underwater. Here's one of the other coves on the Mary Cove. As we can see, it's pretty lovely. Alright, let's go back underwater. Another cove, just here. There we go. There's another cove, a berry cove. Okay, let's go back underwater.
Wow.
So that is snorkeling at Mary Cove. Let's see what else we're going to do.
Okay, I'm at the Thompson's Bay Settlement main bus stop and I'm about to board the Island Explorer for a trip around the island. So, let's go! Okay, we've boarded the bus and we should be leaving in about 5 minutes. I'm going to enjoy this. Okay, we are now departing Thompson's Bay main bus stop and the next stop is going to be Kingstown. Next stop's going to be Kingstown Barracks. Says here we can see there's the sign for the main bus stop. Kingstown Barracks is our second stop. So we've passed Kingstown Barracks. It looks like we didn't stop there. Off to our next stop, which is Henrietta Rocks, which is where a shipwreck sank, and it's called Shark, and you can have a really nice. This is probably my favourite thing about the island, doing these bus trips. It's a bit of a hard ride to get to Henrietta Rocks because you've got to ride up so many hills if you ride your bike, but it's quite fun. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet and let's admire the views on Rottnest. Here we can see this is Porpoise Bay. We're just coming through. I'll see if I can get a better look at Porpoise Bay. There we go. So this is all Porpoise Bay and that's our next stop. And if you're wondering why it's named Porpoise Bay, it's because porpoises are sort of a dolphin looking animal, but there's no porpoises in WA. But still, that's what they got the name from. We do have bottlenose dolphins though. That's why they got the name Porpoise Bay. We're just coming around and the stop is very close by. As we can see, oh my goodness, look at all that smoke. Wonder where all that came from. Passing some sand dunes. And I think we're about to pass the bus stop now. Well, very soon. I think this is the stop right here. Here's a better look at the bay too. Porpoise Bay, there's the sign to our next stop. Okay, we're here at Parker Point. Okay, just on our way to Little Salmon Bay, we're just passing this osprey nest there. Just saw a photo of that earlier on. And now we're heading into Little Salmon Bay, our next stop, which is just around the corner here. Here we are. Oh, it's very busy here. So here we are, Little Salmon Bay. The bus stop is like literally on the bay, and it's a beautiful place, Little Salmon Bay. There's lots of people getting on. Look at this, this is beautiful. We've just left Little Salmon Bay, off to our next stop, which is Salmon Bay. Okay, we've just stopped at Salmon. I've just left Salmon Bay with our next stop going to be Wajamup Lighthouse. We're just going through some hills and we will be there very, very soon. Okay, just going through the dunes. This is absolutely beautiful here. Okay. And we can see the bay, another bay which is more of Salmon Bay, as it's a massive bay on the island. And then after that comes Green Island, which we saw yesterday, and Mary Cove, which is where I went to for that snorkel. So here's another better look at Salmon Bay. It's absolutely beautiful place. And it looks very calm on the southern side of the island. The northern side of the island today, however, was meant to be quite rough, and so it was. Because I'm staying in Longreach and it was really rough there. Anyway, let's keep enjoying this ride. More bay. This is a very enjoyable ride. Let's have a look at the wonderful sky we've got and the wonderful bay. And here is Salmon Bay, just there, that is Salmon Bay. Okay, we just left Wodgemup Lighthouse bus stop, off to our next stop, which is number 9, Green Island, which is where I went yesterday. So we don't need to take a good look at that, because I went there yesterday. So next stop, number 9, Green Island. And on this road we are travelling on is that exact road that I rode on. Okay, we went through Green Island, and next stop is number 10, Strickland Bay, which is probably the best bay for surfing on the island. So there's a few good bays for surfing. You've got Strickland Bay, that's really good for surfing. Salmon Bay, which is also really good for surfing. Oh, there's the stop. And, oh yes, Stark Bay, which is... Okay, we are advancing more to the west of the island with our next stop, number 11, West End, which is the lookout, and you can go there to see some New Zealand fur seals, which is at Cathedral Rocks, and there's a viewing platform there if you want to go check it out. As we can see just here, this is Mary Cove, which was the bay I went to yesterday for the snorkel. It's honestly beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We're about to head into Narrow Neck, which is the narrow intersection between the main part of the island and the West End. So let's keep on going. This is awesome. Oh, some very green plantation there, which is nice to see. Very nice to see indeed. Oh! Okay, we are passing through Narrow Neck right now. This is Narrow Neck, and Strickland Bay is on one side of it, the other side is Rocky Bay. Still heading towards stop number 11, which is West End though. There's a few bays along the West End. You've got Wilson Bay and Fish Hook Bay, and we might get a bit of a better view of things over here. So that's Wilson Bay. I think that's Wilson Bay. Oh, there we go. A better look at Wilson. And I think Fish Hook Bay is just over the corner over there. I've never been to Fish Hook Bay. Then on the other side we've got Mabel Cove and Eagle Bay. Eagle Bay is meant to be a nice spot for fishing. It's a very long ride to the West End though. 11 kilometres long the island is. Just going to keep going. So stop 11 West End. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I wonder what happened to these trees here. Just going around the bend. Okay, we're passing through this bay, which is Rocky Bay, and that's going to be stop number 13, which is right here. Okay, we are heading onward to stop number 14, which is Stark Bay. It's a really lovely bay, another bay for surfing, if it's the right conditions. Just passing through some bushland, hopefully we'll be able to get a good look at the bay, but if we don't, that doesn't matter, because I've got some good news. We are going on another bus trip in about straight after this one, because I want to get a really good look at the island. So I'll catch the last one, which is the 5 o'clock one. So there's some good news. We're just coming around the corner into stop number 14, Stark Bay, and we can see it just over here. Oh, there's a quokka that we just passed. There's some quokkas that are living around here. Rotto has a lot of quokkas. It's probably the most. Okay, this is our next stop, which is Ricey Beach, and we are just passing the sign. There's the sign. Here is the beach. It's quite nice here. So that's Ricey Beach. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. To our next. Okay, the next stop, City of York Bay. City of York Bay will be our next stop. Here we can see more, just a tiny bit of Ricey Beach. City of York Bay, next stop, which we will be coming around to just about now. Then after that we've got Little Armstrong Bay, Little Parakeet Bay, Geordie Bay, and then back to the main bus stop in Thompson's Bay. There's another look at sort of near City of York Bay. Between City of York Bay and Little Armstrong is Catherine Bay. So we are just going to keep going. It's very hot today on the island. Okay, we are just leaving the Geordie Bay stop, and here, here is the windmill just to the right of your screen. Our next stop, or our final stop for the first trip, will be Thompson's Bay, the main bus stop. And then we'll hop off there, have a bit of a leg stretcher, and then we'll hop back on the bus for another ride around the island. So here's a better look at the windmill. That's how Salmon Island gets its electricity, along with the solar farm, which is near Kingstown. So we're just going to come through. Very busy today. Very, very busy. And we're just coming down through the salt lakes, which I filmed riding on my bike towards Green Island. We're coming through. To our final stop, the settlement, Thompson's Bay. So that was quite a nice ride. Oh, look at that, some mini caves. Wonder if we can see some quokkas along here. I'll definitely try to get one in the video. Oh, this is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now we're going to be turning onto the main road. Salt lakes, salt lakes, salt lakes, and golf course behind. Finally we get a look at the salt lake. And we are heading straight into Thompson's Bay. Here's the salt lakes. and we are passing through to Thompson's Bay. Here we go. Okay, we just topped off at the settlement, Thompson's Bay. We'll be ready to board the 5 o'clock bus very, very soon. Back and running again to our next stop, Henrietta Rocks. I'm not going to film it as much as I did on the last one, or because I've mostly filmed it all, so I won't film too much. I'll probably film some significant parts though. So we're heading to stop number 3, Henrietta Rocks. We're passing through Porpoise Bay again. We are passing through. We should come to the stop very, very shortly. Lovely. Going around the bend here. So our next stop, Porpoise Bay. There's the fire, which is in the southeast. It's a bushfire, by the way. There's the sign for it that we've just went. Okay, we've just left Porpoise Bay off to our next stop, Harker Point. Okay, here we come. Going up on the hill here. Bumpy. Here we are at a bit of a corner. Some people might call it confusion corner, as some people have gotten lost here sometimes when they want to go to Harker Point, or even Little Salmon. Okay, here is Parker Point. Right here, beautiful, beautiful. That's Little Salmon Bay just there. Off to our next stop, Salmon Bay. Next stop 7, Salmon Bay. Next stop, Rottnest Lighthouse. Just going around the bend here. Sorry about the reflection. Some more of Salmon Bay. Then over into that corner is Green Island and Mary Cove, and then behind that is Strickland Bay. Mary Cove is where I went to yesterday for the snorkeling. It was absolutely beautiful today on the southern island, the southern part of the island, sorry. This is amazing. Salmon Bay. Just there, that is Salmon Bay. The whole bay, to be honest. Hey, here's another part of Salmon Bay. Keep on going through to Rottnest Lighthouse. Just up over this hill, and then a few more hills, and then we're there. Passing Green Island. Next one, Strickland Bay. Okay, we're heading to the next stop, Strickland Bay, and we are passing it now. Right there's Strickland Bay, up to the next stop, which is 11 West End. Stop, Stark Bay. So just left Rocky Bay. Stark Bay is the next stop of the evening. Okay, we're coming around past the pine trees again, and Stark Bay is our next stop, which we will be coming to shortly. Just around the corner here to our next stop, Stark Bay. And it's getting a tiny bit rough. Just left Ricey Beach to our next stop, City of York Bay / Catherine Bay, as Catherine Bay is really exactly, or just about maybe 300 metres to the right of City of York Bay. So we can see that bit of blue water, that was just Ricey Beach, and we're coming through just about now to City of York Bay. Here's some of City of York Bay right here, and we'll be able to see more around the corner. Okay, just over here is Catherine Bay, with our next stop, Little Armstrong Bay. coming through. And this is it. That's it for our bus trip today. It was really nice. 2 of them, beautiful sightings. And let's see what we're going to be doing in the future of this holiday. Okay, here is our ferry and we're gonna have to go home now. All holidays must come to an end. It was a great holiday. We're gonna go on the ferry. We're gonna be stopping at B Shed first, which is near the Fremantle train station, and we're going to Northport, which is where I'm going. So let's go on it. Alright, here we are. This is B shed, where, well, the sheds. So this is where we are. We're just heading up a little bit. So over here is C shed, and then we've got B shed. I think we're, oh, this is B shed. We're here. Yep, we're here in B shed. There we go. Can you believe it? We're in B shed. There we go. Have a look at this massive ship here. Wonder what that is, to be honest. It's amazing. Alright, here we come. So this is B shed. Oh, this is epic. Ooh, look at all the fumes there. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, now we're just arriving in. Okay, we are on the move again, and our next stop's Northport, so we're going to go in now. Oh, the cargo there in Frio. Pretty impressive, to be honest. Well, I'm back home from Rottnest. Thank you so much for watching this. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.